Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. Today, we are going to be doing Total Drama Ultimate Season Production Battle Royale. So, in Discord, I had each person pick out 10 members, and we're gonna be battling it out my way. Also, I'm gonna be fair as possible. Let's see how this goes. Alright, so the first challenge, it is team building. And that is it. But the team that would be the worst at team building would be Rarity's team. Because Scary Girl just being all crazy. And then Chase and Max, they're all just very, very crazy. So I think these three would be at the bottom. And sadly, I think Chase gets the first boot here, just because he's Chase. He's very selfish. He probably made our mark. They just got people mad. Alright. The next challenge, it is a talent show. I feel like here, team that makes it in first is Axel's team. Then, I guess Ripper's team. And then I would say that Rarity's team gets third place and I get last. I'm sorry to see here, but I just see Stephanie getting the boot. I just think she's very uncooperative and whatnot. So she's ends up getting the boot here. The next challenge is basically Dance Dance Revolution. And so the team that would do the best would be my team. I feel like here Harold, Jacques, and Sean would just show off their skills. And then Sam just is unknowingly good at it since it's a video game. I thought the next team to actually get it is Ripper's team, because they have some really agile people. And so the last team to get it would be Rarity's team, just because Sierra, Devin, and Carrie would just be carrying it. All right, and now here, Bowie starts like a guys' alliance with B, Brick, and Owen. I feel like here they team up, and Bowie convinces MK to eliminate Elodie pretty early, just because he saw her as a threat, her brains and whatnot. Alright, the next challenge, it is a go-kart race. Basically, each team, what we have in one person set out, and that person will be Beardo. And so, basically, the last team to lose would just be team that does the worst be eliminated. I'm sorry here, but Rarity's team would lose this one. But Rippers would come in second. But plot twist, they both have to eliminate someone. Sadly here, I feel like your Scary Girl is eliminated from Rarity's team and from Ripper's team. Ripper would get eliminated for just being gross. And just no one likes him. Alright, 5 down, 35 to go. Alright, everyone. So, this next challenge is basically tug of war. First team to win, Axel, then me, then my team, then Ripper, and then sadly Rarity's team would lose the tug of war again. And sadly here they would eliminate Max. Rarity's team is not looking good. Alright, so finally this next challenge is basically just last team to cross the finish line wins. It's an obstacle course. My team comes in first. Axel second. Rarity third. Finally snapping her losing streak. Sadly, Ripper's team has eliminated someone. And I think here Heather and Julia have a feud. And all in all, Heather gets eliminated. I'm sorry, but I really didn't see Heather really going that far in this thing. So, sorry, Ripper, if you get mad. Alright, guys. Next team to win, to go next challenge is basically a buffet challenge. Team who eats the most wins. First place is Axel. Second place, it is Ripper. I just think Z would be able to shout out on pretty much anything, a lot like Owen. Also, Scott is shown to have a pretty big appetite. The next team to win, next one will be Rarity, because we've seen Sierra. We've seen a lot of people just on this team just be able to shout out on pretty much anything. Alright, and here I think everybody will be close, but I feel like here Jacques would make a little alliance with Rob, Laurie, and Sanders. And sadly they eliminate the weakest part of their team, Sam. And that's basically that. Alright, this next one is basically trivia on all the seasons. First person to have that in the bag, my team. Then Rarity. Then finally Ripper. It's in Axel's team to elimination. Sadly, I feel like everybody here really just clicks. So sadly, Ella gets eliminated because she really doesn't bring anything to the table. All right. Now, this next challenge is basically kissing challenge. Sadly, Rarity's team loses because Tyler refuses to kiss Sierra. Yeah, that's basically it. And so Tyler is eliminated here. The guy was loyal to Lindsay, and that ultimately caused his downfall. Alright. The next challenge, it is basically a video game tournament. They have to send up one person each round. And first team to win would be Rarity, because Allie, pretty sure Devin has some decent game skills. Same with Cody. Then my team, And then finally Axel's team. I think they would just pull out the win. And sadly here it gets the boot for just being very key because you do want to compete and whatnot. She's focused on her hair the entire time. Alright. Next challenge is just a sandcastle challenge. The person who builds the best sandcastle wins. First team to win is Rarity. After that is Axel. Then me. So sending Ripper to elimination once again. And here I feel like Scott goes to Shauna and Gwen. And then gets Julie on their side to eliminate Z. Just being very likable. And possibly a fan favorite. Alright, this next challenge. Another obstacle course, but it's everyone's average time. The team who would do the worst would be Axel's team. And I feel like here, but we flipped the girls' side to eliminate Owen, is because he did really bad in the challenge. Alright. We are slowly whittling down players. Alright, here's a double elimination. It is basically a scavenger hunt. And actually just for because of luck, I lose. I feel like here, Harold sees what Jacques is doing. So he just shoves Sean and Bria along with Duncan. And they all vote Jacques. But Sanders, Jacques, Rock, and Lori all vote Sean. It's a tie, but instead of doing a tiebreaker, the two are both eliminated. Alright. This next one is basically a platform royale. Let's see if the end wins. So here, I feel like me and Rarity's teams, we make an alliance just to stick together for this challenge. And they target Axel's team first because they have the strongest competitors. Here, I say MK flips. Sadly, they eliminate Jasmine. So sorry about that, but it is what it is. 24 contestants left. Alright. This next challenge is basically you have to one person each team hides. Everybody hides. First team found loses. I feel like your Rarity's team would lose. I feel like Cody would take us here stuff and get everyone together to eliminate her. Alright, now this next challenge, it is a teamwork challenge. I feel like the team that worked the best on the team, followed by Rarity's team, followed by Axel's team, sending for 2 elimination. And sadly, everybody eliminates Beardo just because he's the weakest link on their team. Alright. So this next challenge, it is just a bank heist, and Axel's team would lose, sending Brick home because he basically threw the challenge. because he didn't like it that he was going to break into the bank. This next challenge, it is just a simple race. Sorry, but my team's a full elimination, and sadly, like Duncan will be eliminated here just because how much of a merge threat he is. Like everyone knows he's getting close to the merge, so they have to eliminate him. But welcome, everybody has these old people that have made it to the merge. All right. Alright, let's just delete all these rows. Alright. So first off, this is gonna be a third round. One random person wins immunity. And then that they will slowly choose someone. And they will choose someone, and it would just go along like that. So first person with immunity would be Bowie. Like here, Bowie would save B. In return, would probably save Rock, Sanders, Priya, Harold, Lashana, Gwen, Cody, Devin, Carrie, Emma, Noah, Lori, Fiore, Julia, Scott, Allie, and MK. Meaning, sadly, Axel is eliminated in 16th place. All right, everybody. So here, this will be a maze challenge. First person out the maze wins. B has that. B has it on luck, but the last person out the maze loses. That is sadly Fiore. I feel like Fiore would be the last one out the maze just because how much slower she is than everyone else. And then I feel like here, like everybody just votes. I feel like sadly Priya would be eliminated here, just because she's a previous winner, and she's a really big threat. All right, this next challenge, basically a paintball royale. I gotta be really sneaky or really smart to win. So the runners of this thing be MK, Noah, B, Bowie, Scott. But they will do the best in this challenge. But sadly, I have to give it to Bowie. Right. If you're at the top, you're safe. MK, Harold, Lashana, Sanders, Rock, Emma, Noah, Devin, Gwen, Allie, Julia, Cody, Scott, Lori, and finally, sad to see Carrie go, but I both think her and Devin's relationship was too much of a threat. But this next one will be Dance Revolution Challenge. People probably win this one will be Rock or Ali. I'm gonna give it to Rock. And I feel like here, but do some manipulation just to get Julia out. Sorry, all you Julia fans. She gets 16th place. All right. This next challenge, it is basically we have every single eliminated contestant. The person who will do the best here will be MK. Just because she is smart and she's able to give one person immunity. She gives Lashana that immunity. Sadly here, Bowie gets eliminated just because of people getting kind of tired of him trying to scheme against people. Oh, I had to stretch. Alright. So this next challenge, it's just two teams going at it. One team wins immunity. That team is the bottom team winning immunity. And they are the only ones that get votes. So here's how the votes go. Cody would vote Rock. Scott would vote Noah. B would vote MK. Gwen MK. Devin would vote Harold. Emma would vote MK. And Lori would vote MK, sending her out. Alright. We sure are getting to the end here. This next one is basically everyone's gonna vote on who should get immunity here, but they cannot vote themselves. Lashana votes Harold. Rock votes Harold. Ali votes for B. Noah votes for Emma. Sanders votes for Devin. Harold votes for Lashana. Cody votes for Harold. Scott votes for Lori. B votes for Noah. Gwen votes for Harold. No, Gwen votes Lashana. Devin votes Emma. Emma votes Noah. And Lori also votes Noah. So Noah gets immunity and soul vote. With that soul vote, he eliminates Lashana for being such a competition threat, and she was the biggest, and she basically had the biggest target on her back. Alright, the next ability is basically a ninja scene. Harold wins this one easy, and sadly he sends Noah packing for what he did to Lashana. Alright, this next one, all the eliminated contestants vote to eliminate someone. That person is Ali. A lot of people see her as a floater. But welcome to the final 10. So this next challenge is basically sports. Sanders got that in the bag. And basically, like everyone, I feel like Sanders, Emma, Devin, and Rock would make an alliance. just get to the final 5, and with Gwen's help, they eliminate Cody. Because Cody started annoying Gwen again. This next challenge is it is basically it is just a regular old-fashioned wrestling match. I feel like Harold got that down pat, and sadly, the Redonkulous Race Alliance sadly eliminates B for being for being so good in the competitions and all that. So down to the final 8. Next one, it will be a 4v4 and dodgeball. So the first 4 are Harold, Sanders, Scott, Laurie. Second group is Devin, Gwen, Emma, and Rock. Harold's group wins easily. I feel like here it would be gridlock between Gwen and Emma. So Christian decides to eliminate them both. Alright, we're down to our final 6 people. This next challenge is getting an animal into a pen. The first to do that is Laurie. Sadly, Harold is eliminated here. Alright. Just because of him being an overall threat and their dog race. At this next one, basically, you gotta find a bell and ring it to win immunity. Scott wins this, getting some vote, eliminating Sanders. And now it is time for the finale. A 1v1. Scott versus Laurie versus Devin versus Rock. Let's see who wins. So first person. So basically the first part is basically in action. You gotta clean. And so if they are moved up here, they are safe. First person win is Scott, then Rock, then sadly Laurie, which leaves Devin in fourth place. The next one is just trivia about all the contestants. First one to get it is Scott again, then Laurie, leaving one of my favorite characters of all time, Rock, in third place. Here it is, Scott versus Laurie. It is a final voting between everyone in the season, and the winner is Laurie. Secondary winner is Scott. This is just my way. You let me know down below in the comment section what is your way. And I'll see y'all next time. Later.